Y'all know what it is, man. We back at it again. It's Bet the House Podcast. Another big episode. We got somebody special in the building. State your name and introduce yourself and tell us about your platform, Miss Lady.
Well, in these streets, they call me Shiny. I am from the Lipstick Laundry podcast. Over there, we are all things crazy. You know, we talking our shit. We going through some things. We working it through. And yeah, we just having a good old time over there.
How long have you been doing podcasting, and what's the biggest achievement that you get from it? Like, not achievement, what's the biggest feeling that you get from it?
So that's deep. I like to keep it a little light, but basically I done been through some shit. Like, I got married and my husband passed away tragically from a motorcycle accident. So because of that, I just couldn't believe it. And I was just like, man, there gotta be other people out there who just, either going through the same thing or they going through their own stuff. And I'm just like, we should all get together and talk. Plus, I like to talk my shit. I like to talk about celebrity news and music and all that good stuff. So, I started listening to podcasts. I'm like, yeah, this sounds like where I need to be. And yeah, that's what I've been doing for,
Yeah, I'm one of them people too. Podcasting can be what you make it. I think it was the only thing that allowed me to speak how I felt without being filtered.
Yeah.
So I always said if I couldn't do things how I wanted to do it, I didn't want to do it. So podcasting was a different thing for me. My first thing of advice to open up: stay out your friends' relationships. Okay.
Wait a minute. Whose advice is this? This is advice to me. This is advice we give it to your listeners. Wait a minute.
This is advice I'm giving to everybody.
I feel a little bit attacked now. Wait a minute.
Stay out your friends' relationships, because I'm gonna tell you this, and this is the reason why I say that. Don't come telling me about your relationship if you're not gonna take my advice.
That's facts. That's facts. Okay? I feel you all the way.
I don't want to hear about it. I can only tell you 50 million times, bro, shorty is not good for you. Mm-hmm. And you still go back. So it's like, stop telling me about it. I don't want to hear it. Now, granted, you don't always have to listen to me. But if you coming to me every week, man, I'm so tired of this girl. She don't never cook. She don't never clean. She don't do this. She don't do that. And then I'll be like, yo, all right, well, then you got to either sit down with her and talk to her about what you like done. Mm-hmm. And if she don't get that message, then you got to let her go.
Exactly.
But, don't hold on. Don't come complain to me. I'm not the one you got to deal with. But you know what I noticed? Single people always try to tell people in relationships how to live, how to deal with their relationships.
Yep. That's also some bullshit. Absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. You ain't even telling me if I could curse. I could curse, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I don't have no filter, no filters.
Okay, good. Yes.
So are you and I heard you were saying my condolences to that. Mm-hmm. Do you give advice to people that are in relationships, or do they come to you often?
Of course I do. Of course I do. Absolutely. I give my opinion. If you ask it, I'm going to give it. You know what I'm saying? Mm. If you don't take my advice multiple times, then I'm probably not going to give it to you. Cause
absolutely.
Fuck am I over here talking so many times for? Like, you're not listening.
Also, fellas, I want to tell y'all, be aware of the hot girl summer. It's definitely coming. It is definitely coming.
Captain out here, what's good?
It's coming, fellas.
It's coming. We coming. And we outside.
Why? What happened to the women what happened to the women that stayed in the house and dealt with the kids and all of that? You're not doing that this summer?
Nah. We outside this summer. Everybody, kids, no kids,
Y'all outside.
everybody is outside this summer.
Y'all outside in the studio shooting dice.
Yup. Okay, recording until 2 a.m. Don't call me, I'll call you. Okay. Period.
I know my girl better come home with some money. Shit, you out there shooting dice with the homegirls, you better come up with some money. You better be breaking them motherfuckers.
If I come home with the money, as long as you don't ask me where I got it from. I came home with the money, sir.
Hot girl summers, man. So what's different? What is hot girl summer to you?
All right. Well, for me, it's about the fact that Corona is over. We are
true.
outside. Okay, these parties are litty. All right, brunch. Okay, because hey, I'm over 30, so I am a brunch girl. I am a day drinker. I want to get wasted. I'm trying to be lit and done by 10:30 tops. Okay.
I'm still not going to no parties. I'm cool.
Nah, I'm gonna go.
I'm cool on the parties because this is where, you know, Corona can make its return.
That is true.
I'm cool. But now the day drinking and the being outside and all that shit, I'm with all that shit. I just feel like
I'm with all of that. I'm with all of that. And hey, you know, if I see you dancing, or if you see me dancing rather on a car with a bottle, or you see me, I'm taking interviews, so I'm out here. Okay,
this is for the single. This is for the single people.
Yeah,
you are in a relationship. Hot girl summer is not, and hot guy summer is not for you.
You can still hot girl summer if you got somebody. You just know you hot girling, and then once he call, you got to go. Or when you done, you got to go. You going home to somebody. But for us out here, it's interview season, baby.
This is the type of season for the guys that's been in your DM all year that you done rejected. Is this the time for them to spin the block? Or
you could spin the block, but I hope you're not spinning in the exact same way that you spun before, because it ain't worked before. You feel me?
That is true.
Hopefully you done grew, you done found out some things, you know. Maybe you done check Lipstick Laundry Instagram page, because we lit over there. We telling the truth. So if you done learned,
this is true. Let me ask you this, and I was trying to figure this out. Staying out your friends' relationships. Let's talk about, now y'all you gonna disagree with me when I say this, but I gotta say it. Ladies, y'all need to stop ruining good men.
Hold on.
Y'all need to stop ruining good men. Okay. There are some great men out here who want to love and appreciate and value women.
Mm-hmm.
But because of all the trauma and things y'all have suffered in y'all life, y'all feel like we gonna treat this man any kind of way we want to. And that, especially if he a good guy. I say that like this guy, he's a good guy. He does what he has to do. He works hard. He takes care of home. He ain't cheating. He ain't lying. He don't disrespect you. He honor you when you there and when you're not there. But yet you have women, and not all women. I love y'all, but we gotta keep it real. You have women who see this guy and talk to him any old kind of way, treat him any old kind of way, curse him out.
But why though? Why would they be doing these things to this nice guy? What's wrong with him? I noticed, in your list of things, you ain't mentioned nothing about the D.
I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him though. That too. Now, let's say, look, and this is off experience, and I have this conversation all the time. I try to tell people, hey, look, what you went through in your past does not determine the kind of person that you're dealing with now. What worked for you in your past relationships, may not necessarily work for you now. Like you can treat somebody as
Correct.
good as you want to, but that worked for him. How you talk to him worked for him. How you talk to her worked for her.
Right.
You're supposed to put people in their own lanes until they prove to be otherwise. So I should correct this. Stop ruining good women too, because there are some really great women who love the shit out of an ain't shit ass motherfucker, and we will push that away. When I think about that, I think about the movie Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah.
And how Mike was. Mike had this good woman, but because of her weight, he felt like I could treat you like shit and you're gonna stay because nobody's gonna love you like I do. And even though I know you love me, so I know you ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna get with your friend. And when he got with the friend, he realized that, damn, I really miss her. You know what I'm saying? And by that time, she had moved on and found somebody who valued her. You know what I'm saying? So I say that on both sides. We have to value each other, man. Like
I agree.
I see it a lot. Like, because once you lose that, there's no getting that back. You know what I'm saying? There's no getting it back. Like, why would I want to leave what I'm being treated good at for somebody that treated me like shit? It doesn't make sense to me. Also,
right, but what do you say about the ones that you are treating amazingly, like the kings that you think they are, but then they're not honoring you in these streets? They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I think a lot of times men, and I am one of them, we have been treated so badly that when we finally get someone who wants to honor us the right way, we don't know how to deal with it. Because
it's like PTSD. But then guess what? I think that every grown-up has a responsibility. If your parents ain't set you in it, you have a responsibility as a grown adult to get into mental health.
Facts. And the thing about that is, we always worry about the shoe dropping. I know for me, it was when I got married, I always was worried about when the shoe was gonna drop. All right, you're perfect. You're perfect for me. You take care of me. You do everything that you're supposed to. You treat me good. You make me happy. But in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, everything is too perfect here.
Okay, but it's okay if it's in the back of your mind, but were you acting on it? Were you acting like she was, imperfect?
Sometimes, you know what? She had to be. And the reason she had to be perfect, I don't expect anybody to be perfect. Right. But I felt like she was perfect for me because I was in these streets. For a very long time, I was in these streets. I was out here acting a plum fool and didn't care. I didn't care who. I felt like, man, I pay my bills. I make my money. You living in my house. So anything is fair game. That's how I was living. And then I met her, and then all of that changed. It was like, hey, I'm not the girl that needs you need to pay my bills, you need to pay my rent, you need to pay my, I'm not that girl. I'm good. I can do all that on my own. The only thing I really need you to do is love me and love my children. And to me, that was a breath of fresh air for me, because I usually run into women who had a lot of kids. And don't get me wrong, I love kids. I don't mind you having a lot of kids. It's a method to that madness. You got a lot of kids, I need to be involved with you, because it's something that you got going over there that's got every dude you dealt with trying to get you a baby. So I need to see what's to that.
Wow.
So when I saw a woman, with a lot of kids, oh, that was music to my ears. Like, I need to see what's into it. The women that had one kid or no kids, that didn't really excite me. Cause
you see how fucked up this is?
No. I'm saying now my methods have changed, but
hopefully, Jesus.
But back then, that was my method. If you had 2 or 3 kids, I want to talk to you. If you had 4 or 5
and
kids,
not even just talk to you like I want to see what it's hitting for, but I
oh
want to
yeah. Now, if you had 4 kids and 4 baby daddies, yeah, I need to be involved with that. I need to see what's.
Lord have
I need to
mercy.
see. Shit, it's something over there that's making every dude you deal with knock you up. So I had to be involved in that race. Until I got involved in that race, I said it on the previous episode. These niggas was fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? They knew that they was the other baby daddy, but she had these dudes fighting each other for her. And I was like, yeah, I'm a head out. This ain't for me. I'm not looking. If your shit got me doing all this, we fighting and busting shots at each other, I'm cool. I don't want no parts of it. But
okay.
I think I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson about life and about relationships when I met her. And again, this was no knock to anybody that I dealt with. But when I met her, she has only 2 kids and they were twins. So
wow.
I had to change my methods about life. Like, yeah, I like you. I'm gonna see what's to you. And it ended up working out. We ended up being together. We got married within the first year of us being together. So it was crazy, but it was fun. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So that's why I try to tell people, hey, it's okay to live your life and have fun, but at the same time, understand that relationships are not fun and games. People's feelings are not fun and games. And if somebody's treating you right, stick with them because they're gonna be the one to hold you down. And you know that's the backbone. So let me ask you, friends becoming enemies. You ever been in that situation?
Listen, I don't want to say like, of course, because then it's like, oh, bitch, you might be the problem, you know? But I've had my fair share for sure.
Yeah. So were these like friends or like?
Sometimes it blows my mind because I don't even know what I did.
So take me to a situation that you felt like, did y'all hate each other afterwards? Was it on site? Like, I see you, I'm beating your ass, or was it, I don't care if we speak or not anymore? You know, it's two different paths to that. Like, I ain't mad at you, I don't want to fight you, but I don't care if we never speak again, I'll be all right. Okay.
Right. The one I'm gonna talk about is definitely I ain't got no problem with you, but you got all the problem with me. Legit, you ever lost a friend through another friend? Like 3 people are friends, 2 people have issues with each other, and somehow I get unfriended. And I'm like, I don't know how that works. I'm not really sure.
Somebody said that you said something. Because what I noticed, let me tell you, and this is a recent situation. I got into it with somebody. They couldn't deal with us getting into it, so they started dragging other people into it. Well, like, yeah, and he said this about you, and he did this, and I'm just sitting there like, huh? Like,
what?
Who does that? So
I know
it pissed me off. Like, a man stands on their own 2 feet. So that hurt my feelings because, okay, so now not only do you want me and you to have issues, you want to drag other people that we were associated with into it.
But I feel like if you're the person who gets dragged in and you allow yourself to get dragged in, then you weren't solid either. And when these friends fall off, then I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is.
because I see it a lot. I see people be cool one day, beef the next day, and then cool again. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be completely honest. Once you break that bond, once we have a public falling out, I'm cool. I
Oh,
ain't
that
looking to
public
go
shit is
back.
a wrap.
Yeah. Now we can argue in private. We
For
can argue
sure.
in private. I'm all for it. But once you decide to go public and you put it out there, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, cool. Merry Christmas. Happy blessings to you. I'm done. That bond is
Yep. And
done.
that's what happened. I took a nap and they were fighting on social media. These two girls was fighting on social media. I took a nap, woke up, and I was friendless.
Both of them?
Both of them. I said, oh.
They didn't even give you a chance to choose.
I was like, all right, well, they just gonna cancel each other out. Just like I said, if both of y'all showing signs of not being solid, it's okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
I knew, you know what? And it's a difference between friendship and association. Like, if you ain't never been to my house, you ain't never been around my kids, you ain't never, got involved with the things that I like to do, then I can't really call you a friend.
That's facts.
I think we throw that term around a lot. Now there are different levels of that. There's friendship, there's brotherhood, there's sisterhood, there's family. I'm one of them type of people. I never really call people my friends because I feel like once we have that bond, that connection, that conversation, I consider you family. You know what I'm saying? And family doesn't necessarily have to be blood. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what people get it twisted at. Like, family don't necessarily have to be blood. Like, I got family that I don't even like.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I got family I don't even speak to. And it ain't that I'm beefing with you. It's just, I don't feel that. I'm one of them people, I will separate myself from family if I get this vibe that you acting funny. Like, I have this thing where if I'm around you, you know how like when you walk in a room and everybody quiet and they looking at you, that means somebody been talking about you. And I don't like that shit. My vibes, my antennas go up a little bit different. Like, yeah, you motherfuckers been in here talking about me. So now I'm weary of, you know what I'm saying? I'm weary of all them situations. So I was actually looking at your show, and it was something that why are y'all so hard on these brothers? It ain't the motion. It ain't the motion in the ocean. It ain't the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. You know? Why y'all
It's both for me, sir. It's both for me. I'm gonna need both, sir. Okay? I'm gonna need a little bit of both. Okay?
So you can't take one without the other?
Nope. I'm gonna need you to come equipped, and I'm gonna need the motion in the ocean.
Have you ever been put in that situation though?
Yup. And I am that girl who
did you go along with it?
I am that girl who will grab her keys. Okay? I done already wasted gas, a shower, some energy. Like, no, I have to go.
So you can't get what you came there to get, huh?
No, so I'm leaving. Period.
My advice to fellas that are not equipped: eat a mean pussy. Okay? Eat a mean pussy.
Yeah, that's going to have to be necessary.
Huh?
I say, yeah, that's going to have to be necessary. If you could do that, we could probably make it through the night, but it's probably going to end right here afterwards. Yep.
So what if he had a mean tongue game, but his dick game wasn't all that? Is that doable, or
just for that one night? That's it.
No, I mean, period. Like, relationship status.
Yeah. No, it's not happening. I would find out that one night, okay, and then that would be it.
I think people don't understand that guys, we think different. If it's our first night with a woman, we are going to pull out all the stops. We are going to give her our best game because we know that women are fickle like that. If we don't do what we supposed to do that first night,
yes, I need all the
it's
games.
chances you ain't getting a second night. Are women like that too, or they just don't care?
I give you one extra time and you got to be real special. Real special.
What about you? Do y'all care about how y'all perform on the first night?
I can't, when it comes to stuff like that, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. And yes, okay, because I'm out here putting in that work 100%. I'm going to need you to come fully equipped and ready to go.
So did you ever have to ghost somebody? Like you knew it wasn't shit, but they just kept calling, or they showed up, or they showed up at your job, or anything like that. But you didn't want to let them down. Now I know you said you one of them people, but did it ever come to a moment where you ghosted somebody and they just didn't get the hint? Or are you one of them people that's honest? Like, you know what? I had a good time. Well, no, really, I didn't have a good time. This wasn't what I wanted it to be. So we got to cut this short.
Again, it all depends on if I like you. Like, if I really, really like you, I am ghosting the hell out of you because I don't want to tell you the truth. I just want this whole experience to go away. And I'm going to act as such. I'm literally going to ghost the hell out of you. Whether you get it or not, eventually or not, you just going to get ghosted because I don't know. I don't have it in me to tell you. But if you did something real off brand and I was like, oh, you gonna know about it. And I'm just gonna grab my keys. I'm quick to grab my keys.
You know what? I've had experiences where, you know, I did not want to have relations with this woman. Like if I'm just meeting you for the first time, there have been situations where I did not want to. So you kind of force yourself to do it, and then they end up still liking it. And so now it's like they want they I've never been a ghoster. Yeah, I've never been a ghoster. I've never been one of them people like I'm gonna tell you how I feel. If it don't excite me, I'm gonna tell you. But see, in my younger days, and this was before social media, we had this thing called the party line. And it was where you called on the phone and you talking to people all over, and y'all, this was before camera phones and all that. So it would be that I would meet people and they would meet me, and there was one situation. It was funny as hell. I can laugh on it now, but it was this one girl. She looked nothing like what she described over the phone.
Damn, catfish BC.
And the funny thing about it was like all you had to do was just say that. You know what I'm saying? We still. So now I have drove 2 hours to come see you because I thought, I felt like Smokey and Friday. I thought this was the one. I thought this was the situation. This legit. I thought this was the one. I'm like, yeah, this man. When I got there, I was so disappointed, and I had pledged to spend the whole weekend with this girl. Now I had drove 2 hours, and I was so mad. But in my mind, it was like, yo, I'm here. I got on this road. I'm gonna make the best of it. And you know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I never put myself in that situation again. It was like, okay, we had fun, and she would call me every day after that. And now we were good over the phone buddies, but it was
she was in a whole relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't. and you know, I have feelings because I have been in that situation where I fell for somebody and they didn't feel the same way about me. I had one person just tell, hey, you're good enough for me to hump on, but you got too many kids and I ain't looking for a relationship and da 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 and all this. So I was appalled. I was like, wow. So I think guys love to be friend zoned because it allows them an out. All right, if we know we ain't feeling this woman and we know we ain't shit, when a woman say, yeah, I just like what we're doing. Okay, cool. No labels, no attachments. That gives us uh the let her down easy card without letting her down because she's already friend zoned us. And I don't mind being friend zoned. I used to tell people that all the time, like,
You would if you was really, really, really interested in a person.
Facts. And I got my heart hurt by doing that because they always say be honest, tell people how you really feel. And man, that shit don't feel good. Especially when I had somebody that told me one time, and it was funny as hell, I can laugh about it now. She was just like, I like humping on you, but if I had the opportunity, I'd be with your friend because you know I wasn't a street dude more than these other niggas, you know what I'm saying, that I hung out with. And she was just like, he more street, and that's what I need. You too nice of a guy. Oh, okay. And you know how that situation worked out. They ended up having 3 kids, and he is in jail right now, and he's in jail right now, and she's doing major dinos, major penises to get by. When you could have just had the nice guy, you know. And now I want nothing to do with it because hey, you got 3 kids by my homie. I'm cool. And that's another thing. Sloppy seconds.
But how big of a homie is he? Maybe you should be taking care of those kids regardless.
Shit, he don't even think them kids his, honestly.
Yeah, shit.
But that's the benefits of coming with sloppy seconds. So
dude, it sounds like all y'all got saved.
So you ever had, speaking of which, you ever had a guy or dealt with somebody that what's the rules with that? You ever dealt with somebody that you were friends with? Or are you one of them? What's the rules to dealing with somebody that one of your friends used to deal with?
If my friend took her shit there is no way I'm going over there. You are immediately put in bro mode, everything dry up down there.
Now, what if it was just conversation that they had?
Huh?
What if it was conversation that they had? They had no sexual contact. It was just conversation.
I don't know. Like if you looked at my friend first, that's who you wanted. So anything else is second, and I ain't doing that.
Now, see, I'm willing to deal with a chick if it was just conversation and you dealt with my homie and y'all just had conversation and he came out and said, yo, I ain't hit that, bro. So it's whatever. I'm one of them people that I cool. Now,
wait a minute. You telling me right now, conversations like, yo,
yeah,
you give me the chance right now, I will eat you from Sunday to Tuesday.
If he never
all them conversations went down and you could just be like, all right, cool.
If he never hit her. Now see, I gotta go there. I'm gonna tell you why I gotta go there. I have 3 children by 1 girl. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, when she stayed on the block, and my cousin, she dealt with my cousin, but it was more of a physical thing. I'm not gonna say it was more of a relationship thing because in his mind, it was just a physical thing. It wasn't.
Did you ever check what's going on with her mind over there? What was it for her?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. it was just a physical thing for him. He wasn't on. My cousin was a hoe. We all was hoes back then, so he wasn't really on a relationship thing. So she ended up moving. Okay, she ended up moving. They ended up moving to Utah or some shit, and they ended up moving back. So after like 5 years had passed, okay, me and her, we didn't like each other back then, but we hung out, we talked, and then things was progressing towards that. We ended up going to a movie, and things progressed. And so, being the person that I am, I talked to my cousin. I said, "Yo," I said, "What are your thoughts on this? Was it serious? Did y'all have something going on? What are your thoughts?" And he told me flat out. So he said, "Man, if you want to establish something with her, go ahead." You know what I'm saying? I have no ill feelings about it. So we ended up dealing with each other, and we ended up having 3 kids out of it, 7 years together. And so this is why I'm conflicted, because I know me. Back in my days, I would be like, nah, I'm not. Even now, like I be trying to tell people, like I never cared about, if my cousin, if he had had any kids by her, then yeah, it would have definitely been off limits for me. That because that's for me. It wouldn't matter what he said, as I wouldn't even brought it to him if she had kids by him. But when he says, "Yo, I'm that's 5 years ago. I'm above that. I'm focused on something else." I didn't draw it out that I would have 3 kids by this girl. It just happened. I'm not saying I regret it, but I gave him the sign of respect to at least let him know, like, look, because the good thing about it is people want to know from you. Yeah. They don't want to hear from JoJo and them down the street. They want to hear from you on what's going on. So no, I think you have to go with what makes you happy. Now, if you was married to this chick, you got kids by this chick, or y'all was happy in love, it's off limits for me. But if you come off and say, "Yo, man, it was just a physical thing, 1 or 2 times, I didn't get nothing from it," all right, that's different. Even with me, like I tell people all the time, like I don't care who my exes date. Even with my homies would never do no shit like that. But if it came down to it and they wanted to, again, you two are grown. You are grown adults. You do. This is not a Marion and Lil Fizz. This is not that type of situation. I'm not gonna get mad about it because it's not my business either way, and I'm a happily married guy. So that shit don't really bother me. Now, I will say the one thing that I think about when I think about that is how long y'all been wanting to do that. Because if you come off and get with my best friend, it ain't no, "Oh, I just thought about this shit today." No, exactly. Now I'm gonna wonder about how long it's been. So have you ever had to be someone that had somebody and then one of your friends wanted or associates wanted to deal with that person after y'all ended? Or
Absolutely not. Okay. Because I'm crazy and I don't know. Like, I don't know how everybody else is running their friendships. I don't know what other type of bitches are out there, but I know for me, if I even walk into a bar and I say, "Yo, this nigga is so fine. Oh my God." And then I go to the bathroom and he come over and he try to talk to my friend, I'm expecting my friend to tell this man to walk on.
Facts.
That's how I feel about it. And I feel very strongly about, I mean, even if I look his way and I'm just like, "Oh, you cute." Like, so to go to the extent of even just a nigga, even just a girl I know on the block or anybody, my cousin, what? No, you cannot have anybody that I've had conversations with that I like.
I mean, both of y'all could have just went home with him together.
We could have, and if it was that type of party, then it's that type of party.
Facts.
But if
Facts.
it's not, I'm gonna need you to I am not playing.
So,
but what I will say is death done taught me a lot, because this dude's friends, I don't learn that they ain't all solid.
That was gonna be my next one. I was just finna say, like, have you ever dealt with somebody that went to jail or you know, and then all his homies and shit just started hitting you up out the blue? Oh yeah.
Mine wasn't jail, but it was death. And I just be like, oh, for real? All of a sudden I'm beautiful? Like, if you don't get the hell up out of here. And, you know, all of a sudden these hugs getting extra tight, you know what I'm saying? And nah, you wow.
I'm gonna be honest, and I had this conversation. If I was to pass, would I want, because you know they started doing that to Vanessa Bryant. They were saying that a lot of people was hitting her up, and they did the same thing with Lauren London. A lot of people was hitting them up, and it was like, yo, have some fucking decency, bro.
Yeah. And the shit start early now. The shit start at the funeral. Yeah, okay? The shit start real early.
So it's like, if I had that choice, if I passed and I wanted my wife to deal with somebody and it was asked, would it be somebody, would I rather it be somebody I know or somebody I didn't know?
You would rather a complete fucking stranger is what you would rather. Somebody who you don't think been creeping on your girl all these goddamn years. Y'all been hanging out.
Definitely. And I don't feel
you want a complete stranger that you hope is a good person that comes in your person's life, makes it better, takes care of your kids, and boom, you good. Now, not your best friend.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like, if you my dog, you ain't finna be all in my girl inbox. And I have had some niggas talk down on me to get some vagina. And it was funny as hell. I had a dude, he was supposed to be my homie. And he don't understand that we share everything. We shared everything. So when you said something to her, it's like you were saying to me, because she's gonna come right back off and tell. So I would be seeing all these so-called fake ass friends of mine in her inbox, and we would be laughing at these messages because they really was thinking, oh, he at work. Oh, so yeah. So what's going on with you? Let me tell you what he really be on low key, Wow. Just pillow talking and saying goofy shit. Like, this is when I realized that a lot of these people are not your friends. So did anybody ever come off top to you and just be like, you know, I always liked you. I always wanted to get to know you, et cetera, et cetera. If you need anything, I'm here. Like,
absolutely. From the goddamn funeral. Motherfuckers in the receiving line, hugging way too long. Anything you need, sis. Anything you need. Rubbing on the back.
Them the ones. Them the ones.
Yes.
Them the ones.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like a worker. He was, you know, construction, hands-on, AC, all that stuff. So, you know, that's a lot of his friends' businesses too. So if I need my AC fixed, or, you know, we doing construction on the house, I know who to call. Like, I got their numbers. I'm like, all right, cool. You finna help me. I ain't expect you to come to my house and try to stare in my eyes and tell me I'm beautiful and shit. Wait a minute now. Is that affecting the price? Do I see that discount? Me and my pretty eyes, is that discount in the price? Sir, like, what's happening? You was just Kiki King with my man. Like, no shame.
That will be one of the things how friends become enemies too. You know what I'm saying? Over women, over money.
It's jealousy.
Yeah. Like I've been in situations where, man, I just want to sit back and provide for my family and my kids. And there will be a hating ass dude who couldn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have people who try to take you out your glow all because you are doing the family thing. You are
Facts.
not doing the dumb, stupid shit that you're used to doing. So now you want to do the family thing. And that's what it was with me, man. I just wanted to take care of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I realized at an early age the streets don't love you like they say they do.
Okay.
You know, so when I went to jail, um, I was fighting a case and I was like 17 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl that I was dealing with, she would come and she would tell me, such and such been talking to me. He been showing up at the house, da 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 da, asking me if I need anything, da da da. I'm just like, yo, like nigga, you not understand that I'm gonna be getting out? Like I'm not in this motherfucker forever. Like, do
Mm-hmm.
you? And that's when I learned that dudes don't have no morals. I think women are a little bit more tame with that. Like women respect each other space, you know what I'm saying, on that. But guys, we are cutthroat. We don't care how long you've been with this person or if this person just passed or anything like that. Guys don't be caring because they think with that third leg, and that's what's scary is when you run into a dude who has no cares in the world, he has no morals, he has no standards, anything goes. And those are the kind of dudes I try to avoid
Mm-hmm.
because if your mentality is,
You got to.
I had a friend, okay, and as a friend, I thought he was my friend, and he started doing a lot of dumb, questionable shit, and I had to separate from him. He started doing a
Mm-hmm.
lot of a lot of shit that just wasn't cool. And then we lost ties. We cut ties with each other. About 5 years after that, um, you know how like you get to wondering what happened to people, so you get to looking for them. I got to looking for him, and I found out that he was locked up because he had a groping spree. He was
What?
downtown Chicago groping women, and he was doing it. It was a spree. He did it to 5 women within an hour radius of time, and
Oh
they locked him
Lord.
up. And the crazy thing about it was a couple of weeks before that. Um, no, it was a couple of weeks after. A couple of weeks after I read the story, uh, they let him out on bond or whatever, on bail, whatever. And he hit me
Mm-hmm.
up and he asked me if he could come stay with me. And it was like, nah, bro. I I got a daughter, I got a girl. There's no way. Like, there's no way in hell. And I think your sound went out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh there was no way in hell I was gonna allow you to come lay in my house with your history, whether you did it or not. I'm not the judge. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm not gonna give you a situation and put my family at risk for you.
Right.
And he got mad at me for that. But I was like, can you really blame me? I got a
Well,
daughter.
when he got mad, was he saying that these people lying on me? I ain't doing
No,
it.
he just got mad and he felt like, man, no matter what, you supposed to always
Oh,
help me
fuck out
out.
of
I
here.
said, I said, bro, I said, look, man, I can give you a couple dollars for a hotel or something, but that's about all I can do. I got women that live in my house. You were accused of groping on women. Like,
Right.
no, bro. I wasn't gonna be comfortable with that, and I for damn sure wasn't gonna present it to the woman I was with at the time, because it was like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So it was
And he
like,
damn near crazy for asking.
yeah, it's like you want to help people, you do, but at the same time, you have your own morals to protect. You know what I'm saying?
Boundaries.
I don't care if it was a blood brother or a blood relative. If you are out here accused of sexually assaulting a woman, it's like I can't bring that home. You know, I don't know if you did it or not. I'm not God. I can't judge you.
But he's also not fighting his innocence. He's also not saying I didn't do this. I'm telling you, I ain't do this.
And you know what?
He's just saying I'm in a situation. Help me.
And I never even asked if he did it or not, because with shit like that, you know, people will never tell you the truth. You know, they'll never tell you the truth. So
you killed 5 people in an hour, sir. You did that thing. You did it.
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah, especially when the article said they got him on camera and everything else. It was like, you can't. All right, sir. That. Like, so I couldn't help you, but I pray that somebody do, whether it's mental situation or not, or God. I prayed that they help him, but I couldn't do it. And you're not gonna make me feel bad about it. And that's what happens a lot of times when people fall out too. They fall out because one person wants you to be their crutch, and eventually you get tired of that. Absolutely. Like, I can't keep being your go-to. You can't only call me when you need something. I hear from you no other times but when you need something. We need some money. We need a place to stay. When you need this, you need that. Then I hear from you all the time. But it's like, other than that, and that's that frenemy shit. Yeah. You cool with me in private, but you diss me in public. Yeah. You don't acknowledge me. And I ain't saying I keep a tally or nothing, but I keep a tally. Facts. You got to. You absolutely have to, because that is the world that we're living in, where people count favors nowadays. Yeah. And it's like, it sucks, but understand that once you fuck me over once, I may forgive you. We may become cool again, but I'll never let my guard around here. Yeah, I'll never let my guards down. Mm-hmm. So, you ever had a bond that you felt like you wanted to fix, but you never stepped up and did it?
No. If I ain't fix it, then I clearly ain't need it. I'm doing just fine right now. I'm good. Yeah, I also feel like I'm at that age where I'm not going to tell you the fuck shit that you're doing. Mm-hmm. You are grown. Okay, as far as I know, you're not touched with downs. You don't have any special requirements. So yeah, you know what you're doing.
Facts. Like, certain shit is unforgivable, man. But if it's little petty shit, I always tell people, man, go work it out with your dog. It's petty shit. Life work it out. Short. It's petty as hell. Even in relationships. Like, if it's some petty shit, you know what I'm saying? I went through his phone and I saw some bitches' titties and shit. That's petty shit. Now, if you went through his phone.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. If you went through his phone. Specifics. You talking too broad. Like, are these specific titties of somebody we know? No. Are these personally sent to you? Are these professional Playboy shots? So I know these are strangers who live far away.
Now if you went through his phone, when you went through his phone, it's a picture of him with a titty in his mouth. Then I can understand it. But if it's just some random chicks. You're gonna be at his funeral. Mm-hmm. If it's just some random chick who just decided to send him a titty pic because he asked for it, that's, you know.
Because he asked for it? Did you just add that little piece? He is out here asking for the titty? Oh no. Again, you gonna be at his funeral. What are you doing to these dudes? Come on. They can't be out here requesting no titties.
It's just a titty pic. It's not like.
I got titties. You want to see these titties? I'll show you these titties. I'll send you a titty pic a day. But you ain't gonna be asking no stranger for no titty pic in a relationship with.
Now, what happens if y'all was beefing?
How much beefing? How much beef? Is it Kobe beef? Like, what kind of beef is that? You just told me if it was petty, I need to make it up. I'm not making up something that big. Sir, you out here requesting titties? And we in a whole relationship?
Okay, so what if somebody came to you on a Barbara, this is Sheila type moment?
On a what?
On a Sheila and Barbara type moment.
Uh-huh.
She came at you as a woman to let you know that your man is her man. Who you gonna start a whole beef by not believing your man, right?
Hold on, Barbara and Sheila. Who's Barbara? Is Barbara a wifey or is Sheila the side chick? How does that work?
Sheila is the side chick. Shirley. Her name is Shirley.
Shirley. Shirley is the side chick.
Right.
And Barbara the wife.
She came to you as a woman to let you know that your man ain't really been your man, and that's y'all man.
Thank you for the information, ma'am. Click. That's one thing about me. Ain't no bitch finna see me sweat at all. I'm hanging up that phone.
What happens when he walks in?
Oh, you already know what happens when he walks in. Let's choose the suit now. Is it gonna be navy blue or black? Are we singing Amazing Grace?
So you ain't gonna hear his side of the story. You just, we jump to the gun so much. You gotta hit a man's side of the story.
One question. Who the fuck is Shirley? Okay, because she feel like she important now because she calling Barbara. Okay?
I got another scenario for you. You've been dealing with this guy.
You trying to raise my blood pressure.
You've been dealing with this guy. Y'all, everything is good. Y'all living together. Everything is good. One day while he at work, some chick shows up at y'all crib with a baby. Are you seen that movie Fences? Oh, you gotta watch that movie. That's with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. Great movie. They had been married for so long, and he ended up having another baby. He died. He told her before he died, actually the baby's mama was sick, and I think she died. So he told her, hey, I need you to stand by me. We got to take care of this baby. She ain't do nothing to us. She innocent. We got to take care of this baby. And her heart was so good that she did it. She just stopped fucking with him. Like the relationship that they had, like he was living in the house, but the relationship that they had was not the same. He was making his own food. He was doing all that. She wasn't doing that shit no more. He died, and he had been so bad to everybody. His son, he was beating on his son, telling his son, hey, I ain't gotta like you. I ain't gotta do right by you. I give you a house. I give you a place to stay. That's all I'm supposed to do. That's my job. His brother was crazy. So his brother was kind of crazy in the head. He was seeing and hearing things, and he was taking his brother rent check, and he was doing all kind of shit to all kind of people. And when he died, it was like everybody felt so relieved. So if somebody showed up with a baby, how do you think, and y'all been together, y'all rocking, like y'all been together, that baby is about a year, and y'all been together about a year and 4-5 months or whatever so y'all been together. Is that a situation that he got a fighting chance to at least be heard out, or is it one of them situations where you gonna look past that and still want to work it out? Or is it done?
When you said that, you said if he got a fighting chance, if he could get his words out, like, are the words gonna be, this ain't my baby? Like, what words does he need to get out right now?
That he made a mistake. He was wrong. He's sorry. We got to take care of this baby. It's our responsibility.
Now we gotta take care. See, she alive, drove all the way to my house to come tell me, I don't have to wait around for anything. I've only been here a year and 5 months. I'm not wasting more time with you. I got to go.
But he made a mistake.
I know it be like that, and I did too for a whole year.
Now,
Now,
what if he
don't
told?
get it
What
twisted.
if
I'm
he
not that big
told
of a
you?
savage. Like, if I was in the situation that you talking about in the movie where, like, we really was married for long and it
Yeah.
wasn't just this bitch just pop up at my house, like, the lady died and all that good shit. Like, nah, I'm gonna raise the baby. I'm gonna raise the baby. You never know. We might, it's gonna be different. It might be different for a while, but if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you because that's my husband. You know what I'm saying? I might make different decisions for my husband if only goddamn once. Okay.
They talked about Lala like that for a minute when Mello brought another baby home after they had been married for so long, and I was just like, she didn't have no problems with the baby. Her issue was with him.
That's where it always is.
And
dude,
the innocent baby ain't done nothing. And that's why I told my wife, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I told my wife, I said, look, if anybody ever show up here saying that they had a baby by me, that's their baby. I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm not gonna risk my marriage.
Wait a minute. You making it sound like you got choices. You gonna be juggling at this hour. You gonna be sitting in the corner crying, waiting on your wife to make decisions. It's fucking me. Like, you making it sound like you gonna have cards in this game.
I'm trying to tell you, like, look, that's her baby. Now I pay my child support and all that, but you got to think about it in certain situations.
But wait a minute, hold on. Before you go any further, you're saying that you would pay child support for a baby and know that the baby is 15 miles away and just be with your family?
And we talked about this. Honestly, I would, listen, here's my reasoning for that. I could not have a baby that I had on the side be in my house every single day, knowing that this baby did not come from love. This baby did not come from my wife. So when you get married, your wife and your husband, y'all become the most important things to each other. That's the thinking that I bring into my home. Like, I can't tell anybody else how to think in their home, but my kids are my kids, true enough. But this is the person that I made my life with. So if it came, I would never, it's bad enough I had a baby. But now it's like you stayed, and now it's like I'm flaunting this baby around you, not knowing that it's killing you inside, knowing that this situation happened. So yeah, I would definitely, and I thank God I don't have to go through this.
Here's what I will say. I get what you're saying about, as a woman, yes, it would be hurtful that you would see this child that you now have out of wedlock and, all that good stuff. But as a woman, I don't know if I would want to be with a man who could do that.
And
I need you to take care of your responsibility regardless.
She said the same thing. But the thing about that is, look, I'm still gonna take care of my responsibility. Now,
no, you're not, because monetary is not just it. I need you to be there for the child.
I think with me, I think the most important thing with me that would here's the thing. I wouldn't want to have a sneaking around to take care of my kid.
Right, which is why you have to have it open. You can't be sneaking around, because now I'm thinking you doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? It got to be open as hell. So open that you bring this baby to the house open.
I would rather sneak around and raise this kid on the side than have it come to the house and start a whole. Yeah, but that's a topic I'm gonna have.
If your woman is willing to stay with you, she gonna find the strength to be around that child.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this, man, fellas, please. Father's Day is coming up. If you're taking care of your child, I salute you.
Period.
No, there's nothing wrong with being a father to what you created. I have 9 beautiful children. I try to be at every event, every
Wait, you
football
said 9?
game. Huh?
You said you got 9?
Yeah, I got 9.
What the fuck? We only talked about 3 earlier. Like, what
okay,
the hell?
So I got 7. I got 7 from me. My wife had twins. So she had 2 twins.
So 9.
So I got 9. And the tripped out thing about it is I got 3 by one person, I got 2 by one person, and I got 1 by 2 other people apiece.
I could guarantee you she wasn't looking at you like, ooh, I got to get with that nigga because he got
I could tell you
3,
right
4.
now. I can tell you right now that conversation was an eye opener, but she accepted that, and she loved my kids. She loved my kids as much as she loves her own. She treats them with the utmost respect. They treat her with the utmost respect. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, my kids' mothers like her. Everybody, I don't have a care in the world. It's like, as far as that, because she entered a situation where most do. I have no baby mama drama.
Nice.
So she entered a different situation. Like, normally when a person has all them kids, it's some type of drama somewhere. Fact. But my kids' mothers get along with each other. They don't have a problem. They get along with me when they want to. But they know that my kids are loved and my kids are respected. And that's all that a man really truly wants. You know, when you step up and you become a father or a stepfather or however, you are accepting these children as your own. That's why I don't play. I just told the kids in my house, look, I don't play the stepfather game. Okay? Your father, I never speak bad on their dad or anything like that, but I don't play the stepfather game. I'm not your stepfather. I am your father. I am the one that takes care of you, that makes sure you got a roof over your head, you got a car to drive in, you got food in your stomach. I'm not your stepfather. I don't believe in that. That's some Disney shit. That shit, I don't believe in all that. But I think we just do different things. If you out here and you have kids, take care of your kids.
Period.
You got children?
I got one, my little sonny, Tyler.
Oh, you lucky. You're lucky.
Yep. Am I?
Man.
He a lot.
Okay, but you want to trade?
No. You got this. You got this.
All right, so this segment here is called Final Thoughts. It could be about whatever's on your mind, anything. And in the midst of that, drop your platform and let everybody know where they can find you or where they can tap in at. I'm going to post links and everything, but still just let them know about your brand, your platform, and where they can find you at.
Okay, my final thoughts, guys, is all about the summer that's approaching. We having a hot girl summer, okay? I am one of the head hoes, and I just want y'all to know that we are out here to get litty this summer. What we not dealing with is pregnancy, small dicks, drinks that don't have in enough alcohol, okay? And niggas that ain't planning dates, period.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
And that's on that.
My final thoughts is, man, it was nice having you come through, man. I know we had been wanting to make this happen for a minute, but we just so busy, man.
I know.
You know, sometimes it's good to have these type of conversations where you could just be you, and that's what it is when you come on my platform. You could just be you.
Yes.
I don't have a filter. I don't have a break. But let the people know what Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube,
y'all
all that.
Just type in Lipstick Laundry anywhere and you will find me. Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, all of them. Okay, on Instagram, we are Lipstick Laundry Podcast. That's also the handle. On Facebook. On Twitter, we are Lip Laundry. We are everywhere. Y'all better listen, tune in.
I better listen, tap in. All right, man, y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate you, Miss Lady. We're going to be back in tune. It's not the first. I mean, it's the first, but it ain't the last. Y'all know what it is with us, man. Bet the House Podcast. We out.
Thank you.
So yeah,
That's
this
what's
will be
lit.
out